I'd like to thank you for the invitation to speak this morning about innovation in the utility industry and other efforts to reduce emissions, particularly carbon. And Basin Electric is a generation and transmission cooperative that provides wholesale electricity to 141 rural electric cooperatives that serve 3 million customers across 9 states. We have a diverse generation portfolio consisting of over 6,000 megawatts of coal, natural gas, wind, recovered energy, nuclear, and market purchase agreements. Our generation resources participate both in the MISO and SPP regional transmission organizations. Basin Electric and its members have invested billions of dollars in capital in recent years to secure its fossil-based generation. Basin Electric is actively engaged in ensuring that these assets can continue to operate in a carbon-constrained future, and we strongly support common-sense carbon management, regulation that recognizes improvements already made to existing plants and sets a standard that is achievable with cost-effective technologies that can be applied to the facility itself and allows flexibility. As utilities make decades-long planning decisions, it's imperative to have certainty with respect to how regulations impact our facilities and the associated costs just to run them. Looking further into the future, Basin Electric remains interested in developing solutions to innovate with respect to cost-effective clean coal technologies that capture, utilize, and sequester CO2. Basin Electric is the host site for the Integrated Test Center located at our Dry Fork Station near Gillette, Wyoming. This test facility will provide space for researchers to turn CO2 into a marketable commodity. In addition to the Integrated Test Center, Basin has been involved with exploring the potential for near-zero emission alum cycle technology as an option for future power generation.
Basin Electric's leadership in carbon capture and utilization and sequestration is impressive. I think you really need to be commended for what you've been doing. Through initiatives like the Integrated Test Center in Gillette and Basin's Dry Fork Station, we're really proud to see Wyoming has already established itself as an innovation hub. Can you discuss why Wyoming and surrounding states are ideal, like yours, are ideal places to do carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration work?
States like Wyoming and, of course, North Dakota have abundant oil, gas, coal resources, natural resources. And these resources are going to be a part of the energy future for this country for a long time. But I think the most important thing to point out and the most relevant thing this morning to talk a little bit about is actually the geology. Through the Carbon Safe program, we have got some wells drilled, one of them only less than a quarter mile from Dry Fork Station, that the geology looks very promising to infuse carbon. We've got 2 sites in North Dakota that are virtually under some of our resources, our coal-based resources. So from that standpoint, I think we have an opportunity here, a great opportunity here to infuse and demonstrate that once we capture the carbon, we'll be able to infuse it and store it in the ground. But I think one of the most important things, I'm so encouraged this morning by sitting in front of you all for all the leadership that you've taken in trying to get us the legislation. I thank you for all of that, because the leadership really does make a difference for us.